If you're into real carbon fiber products like me, you might want to check out Hanshow's new steering wheel that is made 100% of real carbon fiber and premium nappa leather. I previously put in a yoke steering wheel from Hansshow with also a small amount of matte carbon fiber. I personally love the yoke, guys. It only took me a couple days to get used to driving with it, as I quickly preferred the yoke over the traditional round steering wheel. I just found it easier and relaxing to rest my hand on the bottom part of the yoke while driving. I got plenty of compliments on it, and the yoke looked OEM from Tesla, like it just came off the Tesla Model S Plaid. For this video, I went ahead and removed the yoke just to show another option on the market. My name is Evan, and if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing to my channel to see future content like this. For those of you who did not like the yoke steering option but want something different than the traditional Tesla steering wheel, this 100% real matte carbon fiber wheel with premium nappa leather may be your go-to option. First things first is the quality. I cannot believe how good the quality and attention to detail is on this wheel. It took me about 3 weeks to receive my new wheel, and I can see why. Hansshow spends a good amount of time precisely building and assembling their products. This nappa leather feels like the original Tesla wheel, and the matte carbon fiber with the indented finger placement is perfect. The wheel looks more on the sporty side with the indented curves on the lower part of the wheel. Top to bottom, it feels very high quality, and I mean very high quality. You can also customize this even further with red stitching, and also the line on top can be changed to black, white, red, or blue, and there doesn't have to be a line up on the top at all if you don't want one. This also comes in glossy carbon fiber should you prefer this over the matte version. If your Tesla has the heated steering wheel function, please select the heated function when going through checkout. Mine is a 2018 Tesla Model 3 and did not have a built-in heated wheel, therefore I cannot add this function to the new wheel. Your Tesla must already have an equipped heated wheel, as there is no way to upgrade this function. Finally, as you can see on the back, I wanted to show you they actually use the Tesla factory OEM wheel fitting, making the install quite easy. The logo, as you can see, is stamped on the back just like my original Tesla wheel. The internal parts are all OEM fittings, ensuring you have peace of mind knowing it's not from some low quality manufacturer. To take off your original Tesla wheel, you'll notice the small hole on the left and also on the right near the bottom. You'll need 2 small screwdrivers, one for each hole, pushing the airbag off the center part of the wheel. It can be tricky to find the right spot and where to push the screwdrivers, but what you're pushing on is this wire retaining clip on either end. It's ideally best to push on both ends at the same time to release the airbag. After you have this free, the head of the wheel should come free to then release these 2 electrical clips. Before you disconnect these 2 wire clips, you may also want to look into turning off your car. Doing this can be found under the car settings menu and selecting power off mode. However, from my experience, no matter how many times I did this, the car would just turn back on. Also, when disconnecting the power cord from under the passenger seat area, the car presented all kinds of power failure errors and warnings even after selecting the power off option on the car. I decided to plug this back in before the car had even further problems. This is totally up to you, but I had no issues disconnecting the airbag from the wheel with the car completely on. Maybe you'll have better luck turning off your car than I did. So back to taking off the airbag, I found it best to use a needle nose pliers to push down on either end of the clips and pull it towards me to release. Use the same process on the purple wire clip. Now, if you're finding this video helpful this far, consider clicking that like button for me below so current and future Tesla owners can find this. I would really appreciate it. Next, you'll need a fairly long torque wrench to release a 10mm hex bit screw in the center of the wheel. Also, an extension set would be helpful as the bolt is kinda down in the wheel. If you need these items, I'll have a link below this video. I also use this torque wrench to change out my tires on my Tesla. Turning off this bolt is the hardest part of the install. I had to adjust my seat and use my legs to hold down the wheel to really pull hard down on that wrench. After you have the screw loose and both electrical clips are free, pull on the wheel towards you in all directions, up, down, left, and right. You really have to pull on it for removal. Taking your new Hansshow wheel, align it with the spacers of the wheel column. You'll notice the very top has a slightly larger gap than the rest of the center hole grooves. You'll have to push down and wiggle the yoke back and forth until it won't go down any further. There will be a small gap between the wheel and the center hole of the wheel frame. I tried pushing it all the way down, but that's as far as it will go. It's the same as the original Tesla wheel too. The rest of the install is quite easy. Just plug in that purple electrical plug into the wheel and take your 10mm bolt and tighten it back into place, putting a good amount of force on it. After you feel the screw is well tightened, just place your airbag cover over the wheel and reclip that yellow wire piece. Take the entire cover and firmly push down until you hear it clips into place. Also confirm your horn works when pushing down on the center wheel cover. That completes the install, and now we have a different look to your Tesla. It appears a little more on the sporty side, which I mentioned earlier, and what I first noticed is the steering wheel is slightly thicker than the OEM Tesla wheel. The diameter of the wheel is still the same, however the actual circumference feels a bit larger. I actually prefer this over the more narrow version of the original Tesla wheel. Also, you can see the base of the wheel is now flattened, which I really like. like, it's going to be hard for me to choose which wheel to keep on my Model 3. I still really enjoy driving with the yoke as I prefer it over the traditional round wheel, but again, I create content to showcase everyone's needs. In the future, you may see me swap out the wheel again back to the yoke, but for now I'm just going to enjoy this new carbon fiber wheel I just got in. Be sure to use the coupon code in this video or post in the comment section should you want either the yoke or the traditional wheel from Hansshow. To see even more accessories from every video I have created, be sure to check out my new website at evanmichaels.com. Everything you want to know about your Tesla with the latest accessories can now be found in one place. Until the next video, stay safe and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.